Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Hello, Jesse and MG, Louisiana Proud. How are y'all? How are y'all? How are y'all doing? Well, I've got a new case. I don't know if you guys have heard about it. I've heard about it, but I wanted to see if there was going to be what's going on with it. And then I know I talked about this other case. I don't know if you guys remember it, but um, there's an update. So I wanted to talk to it. Why? What's wrong? Thank you, Jesse. Hello, beautiful after. What's going on, OG? And why haven't you called me? Weren't you supposed to go back to work today? Yeah, I know it's his birthday. Oh, wait. Oh, because he's no longer a baby no more, huh? Is that what you've been crying over? 'Cause- Oh, okay. Well, her son is no longer a baby. He's actually only got a couple more years before he is legal. Well, partially legal. So yeah, today is his birthday. Let's throw some balloons and wish our old soul man a happy birthday. Baby, trust me, your son has everything and anything he's wanted. You've done great with raising the two kids. So don't ever think less of yourself. I don't know very many mothers that'll get up at the crack of dawn to take their kids fishing like you do. I don't know a mother that will bend over backwards to get something for their kid that he's been wanting all year. Well, I mean, I'm sure everybody does that for their kid, but you put so much effort into it, and like, you're a great mom. Like, your kids couldn't live without you. Remember, I know you on a personal level, and I know your two kids. So, therefore, I know a little bit more than most. But trust me, he may not have all what he wants, but he's never wanted for nothing. But you're just getting over sick too, so got to give yourself a little bit of leeway there, baby. Chill out. You're good. And trust me. Wait, is Maddie still at your house? Well, that ain't even gonna be possible, and you know that. You tried that last year. It didn't work, remember? Yeah, when you get home, just go hide in the closet. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Now I'm worried. I'm very worried. especially after the phone call you told me about. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely worried now. Hold on, y'all. What? Hey, y'all, give me 1 minute, okay? All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I am back. All right, so I had. Oh, thank you, OG. I had to make sure Mom was okay. Had a she had an accident. Oh, I wish. Why is she about to lose it on her? What did she do? Because she's up Damon's butt? Come on. Come on. Oh, goodness. Let's try this again. All right. Oh, that was fun. Cool, Joe. What are you doing, goody goody? She does that because if she doesn't have time for her, then she can't come over and see your son. I'm not saying that she's using Kai for to get to Damon, but that's the only way she can actually spend time with him. So, yeah, I think that's hilarious. It is. I'm just worried about considering there's really no adults in that house right now. I don't count your mom as an adult. I'm sorry. You don't even count her as an adult. All right, y'all. So back to the thing. Okay, so like I said, I have an update on a case that I know I did talk about a few weeks ago. And then I have a new case that I've been watching. I don't know if I've talked about it yet, but I saw the AFC put it out yesterday, so I figured I'll just go ahead and um, we'll look at that, and then we'll look at the articles for it as well. Before I do that, let me go ahead and put the fair use on the screen. OG, you probably heard about this one. This is coming out of Texas. Select AFC would say DJ Just J. Texas takes the L. And The three links that are out are the ones that I got the news from. Okay, so we have our fair warning, and let's get on into it. And then I have I have the AFC video, I have a news video, and then I have a news article that I'll read.
United States and protecting our borders and the borders not really being secure and stuff like that. I understand that people have concerns on both sides of that fence, no pun intended. But I will tell you guys this. As much as people might not like our previous president, I ain't going to even say his name because I ain't trying to kick up no dust right now. I did like his policy on trying to strengthen our borders. And this is an example of why we need to enforce the policies that are on the books, because when you don't, God knows what's going to happen, man. But let me give you guys a disclaimer real quick before I talk about this story. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinion.
Look what arrived just before Christmas, my new and completely free tablet, bundled with a SIM card boasting unlimited data. And here's the kicker.
About the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm getting this story today from people.com, so thank you for the article. The girl that you guys see on the left-hand side of the screen, 16 years old, she was a cheerleader and she was found dead, and you guessed it, in a bathtub. What is it with people, death, and murder in bathtubs? I just don't get it. She was found stabbed to death according to multiple reports. Her name, 16-year-old Lizbeth Medina, was found by her mother in the apartment they shared in Etna, Texas. So Texas taking an L for this one, according to the city's police department. Rafael Govia Romero, 23 years old, that criminal on the right-hand side, that person that is illegal, was arrested Saturday and charged with capital murder. And you guys know what comes with capital murder, especially here in Texas. Edna Police Chief Rick Boone told the news that Medina was stabbed to death. Lisbeth's aunt, Anna Medina, also previously told the news that her niece was found with stab wounds by her mother, Jacqueline. And I can almost guarantee you guys there was more going on there than just stab wounds. You see, that's a beautiful girl. Let's not act like we don't have eyes and see that young girl's a beautiful girl. And I can almost guarantee you she put up a fight, which is absolutely ridiculous. She shouldn't have had to. It's just ridiculous. She was a cheerleader at Edna High School and was supposed to be at a Christmas parade with her cheer squad that night, Jacqueline told the news. Anna told the outlet that Elizabeth and her mother had just moved to Texas from Nebraska about a year and a half ago. It's not immediately clear if Romero has retained an attorney or has entered a plea. Authorities said that he is an undocumented person in the country on an expired visa, according to ABC 13. ICE has placed a detainer on Romero. Police claim that they seized a vehicle and other evidence that allegedly connects Romero to the murder. Anna Medina started a GoFundMe, and I'll pull that up for you guys here in just a second. They started a GoFundMe to raise money for her family and wrote that her niece was loved by many, but most importantly, she is loved and will be greatly missed by the family she leaves behind. So she asked on her GoFundMe for $17,467, which is a very specific amount. Very specific amount. So I'm assuming that's exactly what she needed, what she was asking for. So this is the GoFundMe. And I mean, no disrespect to the family. I'm not against GoFundMe. I just want us to have a better plan for the inevitable and for our people. I believe in life insurance. It's there for a reason. And I think that we should invest in life insurance rather than hoping for crowdfunding, hoping that if something happens, that your story is big enough that people will see it circulated and want to donate to your GoFundMe. Because what do you do if you don't? What if people don't donate to the GoFundMe? Then what do we do? $17,000, $467, and they raised $23,352 in 3 days. So they've already gone over that goal. And I've told people that before. If you put a goal, more people, if they want to, they can go over that goal and exceed it. So there you go. Let me give you guys the fair usage, and we'll go from there. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. If you guys would, do me a favor and click that thumbs up. You already know the routine. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this story. Again, I think that this is a failure on our country in some sense. And a lot of people might not even know that Texas at one point was its own separate country, but we're part of the United States. And I think with us being a part of the United States, we have a big problem with borders and undocumented people and not having people here legally. That is a huge problem in itself. Why are people here illegally? So if it's okay for people to be here illegally, what's the point of the law if we're just going to skirt the damn law? All right.
Now to that chilling case of a young teenager found dead in her home. Edna police have arrested 23-year-old Rafael Govea Romero and charged him with capital murder for the death of 16-year-old Lisbeth Medina. Romero was arrested this week, 4 days after Medina's mother found her dead in their apartment in Edna, Texas, which is close to Victoria. Her mom went looking for her, and after she didn't show up to the Christmas parade where she was supposed to perform. Texas DPS records state Romero is an undocumented migrant from Mexico, and Edna police say they found him in Schulenburg, which is an hour away from Edna.
Hello, everybody. We are learning how an Edna High School cheerleader was murdered in cold blood. We've been following this case for several days now. Ugochi Iloka with more on the murder and how the suspected killer was captured.
The Edna police chief shared that 16-year-old Lisbeth Medina was stabbed to death in her own home. Right now, the man accused of her killing is in the Jackson County jail being held on a $2 million bond. Rafael Govea Romero is charged with murder in Medina's death. The Texas Rangers and Edna police arrested Romero Sunday morning in Schulenburg, which is about an hour away from Edna. Investigators identified Romero as a person of interest when he, along with his car, was spotted on surveillance camera near the crime scene. Edna PD says his car was tracked down at a residence where he was staying. Now, Medina's mom, Jacqueline, says she found her daughter dead in a bathtub inside their apartment last Tuesday. Today, the police chief says he, along with his officers, are processing Romero's car and the items inside of it connected to the 16-year-old's death.
Fund me to pay for funeral.
And now to our top news story tonight, a murder that
We begin with an arrest in the murder of a teenager in Edna. Hello again, everyone. I'm Tom Abrams. Thanks for being with us on this Sunday. Lisbeth Medina was found dead in her bathtub by her mother on Tuesday. ABC 13 reporter Daniela Hurtado joins us live now with the update today on this case. Daniela?
Tom, I got to speak to the family of Lisbeth Medina earlier today. Her aunt tells me they don't know the suspect, the man accused of killing this teenager. So there's still a lot of questions on this tragic situation. I'm going to take you to a photo now that the police department has released to us. This is Rafael Govea Romero. The Edna Police Department confirmed he was arrested for capital murder in connection to Medina's death. Police.
I know that video is a little bit hard to hear. I'll try to maybe fix the audio on it later. But again, RIP to that young woman, to that young girl. definitely sorry to the mother that she had to deal with this. But the fact that, you just have people with the horrible mentality of just thinking like, if you have it and I want it, I'm just going to take it. You know what I'm saying? It's just flat out inexcusable. And people like that don't need to be on our earth, and they goddamn sure don't need to be in our country. Okay? Undocumented is absolutely ridiculous. Do me a favor. Let me know what you guys think about this story. I just think this is a horrible, horrible tragedy. Shouldn't have happened. Okay? Let me know what you guys think about this. Okay? Thank you.
Memorial shining bright
She loved everybody. She cared for everybody.
for a 16-year-old cheerleader's life cut short.
She loved cheering. When I would watch her, I would just see her face glow.
Lisbeth Medina's mother, Jackie, says her heart was too big. Tonight, she's grieving the unimaginable.
I can't process it right now.
Tuesday morning,
It was a normal day like every other day.
but that evening, Jackie says she went to watch her daughter in a Christmas parade.
And I didn't see my baby.
With no sign of her, she says she immediately went home, eventually making the gruesome discovery.
And I'm sorry I wasn't there to protect her.
The family says there was no sign of forced entry. The Edna Police Department, with help from the Texas Rangers, are investigating the death as a capital murder, revealing few details about what could have happened.
I wanted to protect her from the world. And I'm just enraged that I couldn't protect her in her own home.
Brittany Frierson is still in shock. Loved ones surrounding her as they honor the life of her 10-year-old son.
All right, so I have one news article to read. It's coming from ksat.com, and it says 16-year-old Texas cheerleader was stabbed to death. Man charged with murder reportedly confessed. Elizabeth Medina, 16, was found dead on Tuesday evening in her bathtub in Edna. Now I know how to say it. So, more details were revealed Monday about the gruesome killing of a teenage cheerleader in a small town in Texas. Elizabeth Medina was stabbed to death in her Edna apartment, according to KPRC, KSAT's sister station in Houston. Rafael Romero, 23, was arrested on Saturday in Schulenburg and was charged with capital murder of Medina. Edna police said Monday the statement that they seized a motor vehicle and items of evidence tending to connect Romero to the murder, but didn't specify any further. Edna Police Chief Rick Boone told Victoria Advocate that he is 100% confident Romero killed Medina and that he confessed to the crime. Romero's bond has been set at $2 million. Are you out of your effing mind? $2 million? That's all. I'm really. Oh my God. Seriously, y'all. What the hell? This baby lost her life, and they're not sure if he unalived her while in the bath or if she was in the bathroom per se, because I think they found her in her pajamas still. So that's like, what time of day did her mom leave? If it was a Tuesday, why didn't she go to school? Why was she in her pajamas when she got home? Because she was supposed to be in her cheerleader uniform for the Christmas parade. So it just makes you have like a little bit of questions. And $2 million is not a bond, not for an undocumented and charged of a crime like this. Because he is an undocumented immigrant from Mexico who overstayed a visa, according to ABC 13, my Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, placed a detainer on him. The arrest of Romero came 4 days after Medina was found unalived in her bathtub by her mother in the small southeast Texas town of Edina, which is about 30 minutes east of Victoria. Her mother went home to look for her when she failed to show up at the Christmas parade where she was supposed to perform. And this is the piece of shit that done it. This asshole is the one that done it. Schulenburg, where Romero was arrested, is about an hour north of Edna along Interstate 10. Police said that they were able to track him to a home where he was staying with family and take him into custody. Romero was charged with felony burglary of a habitation in October of 2022 in Schulenburg, according to Texas DPS records. In April, he pleaded no contest and was given 5-year probation and a $2,000 fine. Damn, Texas, y'all don't charge your people shit, do you? He was placed under arrest for capital murder. On Sunday morning, the Edna Police Department announced the arrest. Authorities were able to locate the undocumented male subject, identified as Rafael Romero, in the city of Schulenburg. Edna Police Department and Texas Rangers immediately traveled to Schulenburg, where Romero was placed under arrest for capital murder and transported to Jackson County Jail. Reads a press release from the Edna Police Department. According to Texas DPS, Romero was born in Mexico. More information about Romero, as well as circumstances of the killing and how investigators tracked him to Schulenburg, were not immediately available. Schulenburg is about an hour north of Edna along Interstate 10. Did they just say that? Several agencies were involved in the investigation, including Edna Police Department, Texas Rangers, Jackson County Sheriff's Office, and Texas DPS. KPRC, KSAT's sister station in Houston, has been reporting on the story all week and spoke to Medina's mother on Thursday. She loved everybody. She cared for everybody. Her mother, Jacqueline Medina, told KPRC2. Bryce Newberry at the school's football playoff game. She loved cheerleading. When I would watch her, I would just see her face glow. Although Romero is apprehended, we recognize Elizabeth's family and friends are grieving and will still need support from the community. Police wrote in the release. The Edna Police Department will help with help from the Texas Rangers is investigating the death as a capital murder. But investigators have not revealed details about the girl's manner of death. On Friday, Edna Police, we know she was now stabbed. Edna Police released images of a man and a vehicle that could be related to the crime. Police said the man may have tattoo behind his right ear. He was wearing a black Volcom hoodie sweatshirt and was driving a silver Ford Taurus. So that was the initial. And then this is the wanted poster. It's not coming up. Wow. What do you guys think of this story? They need to do something because I mean I don't have an issue with them coming over here to find a better life. I guess we've always been known as the home of the brave and the land of the free. I don't know what they mean by the land of the free because we are not free, no way, shape, or form. And I don't mind them coming over here for a better life if they come over here the correct way. If they come over here with the legality of it all. And I don't mind if you're in our country and your visa runs out or something. If you seek asylum and go for your what the hell is it called? Citizenship. I don't mind that at all. My brother-in-law just got his citizenship and he's been here since he was born. His mom came over here from Mexico when he was barely a year old when she brought him over here. And I don't know the whole logistics of the whole thing, but I know he is now a citizen. And my sister-in-law has dual citizenship for here in America and Mexico. So it's not hard. It really isn't. It may cost a little bit, but we know they can afford it. I'm sorry, they can because they work for cheap. And there's like 20 or 30 of them to 20 to 30 of them live in an apartment together. I mean, a house. I mean, I'm sure they can afford it, especially if they seek asylum first. But that's just my opinions. There is, and that's what I mean. Do it legally. Come over here correct. I don't know. I don't like getting into that type of government stuff. So we're gonna go on to our next story. How about that?
Yeah, she came over when I was talking before. She came over and waited. I thought you guys saw her. I guess you didn't. Yeah, she was over by the doorway.
All right.
She waited. I thought you guys saw her. So.
This is coming from NBC.com.
They're inside her home. Prosecutors have charged her son, 13-year-old Derek Rosa, with stabbing her in her bed.
Tonight, NBC6 obtained images from the baby monitor in the room showing the time of the crime.
NBC6 reporter Christian Colon has been following all the developments for us. He joins us with the new details.
Just in the last week, we have learned so much about this horrific murder because this case has been very active here in court. And today, state attorneys released images that apparently show Derek Rosa killing his mom. Derek Rosa poses with his tongue out and what looks like blood on his hands. This is what he told the 911 operator when he called to say what happened.
I took pictures and I told my friends about it. Was that bad?
You told who about it?
My friends.
Your friends? So you sent pictures to your friends? So what you did?
Yeah.
Prosecutors released this photo they say the teen sent to a friend after killing his mom, Irina Garcia.
Where is your sister?
She's in her crib sleeping. I did not give her.
How old is your sister?
She's only like a week old.
You did not touch her, correct?
No, I did not touch her. I didn't want to touch my sister.
At 10:23 p.m. on October 12th, a baby monitor captures Garcia cradling her newborn baby. The intimate moment turned violent at 11 o'clock. Police say this is Rosa leaning over his mom.
I need to know if your mom is breathing.
She's dead, miss.
Okay, and why did you do that?
There's blood all over the floor.
Okay, why did you kill your mom?
At some point, police say Rosa takes a selfie and sent it to friends. But at 11:31 p.m., he called 911.
Put the phone on the floor and go outside with your hands up in the air.
Okay, miss.
Okay.
Come out. Come out.
Police captured 750 crime scene photos like this bloody knife that has a broken tip. It's believed to be the murder weapon. The kitchen knife measured at more than a foot long, wet, and had blood on it. Derek Rosa is expected in court tomorrow. There's still a pending motion. His attorneys want him to be transferred from the adult jail to the juvenile detention center. State attorneys are against this request. We will keep you posted. We're in Miami. Christian Colon, NBC6 News.
Good night, Emma.
I told them Sandy they were doing, so she's happy.
All right, so this one is from CBS News Miami. Decision to lock up the Hialeah 13-year-old accused of killing his mother postponed to next week. Which, you know, this was in the beginning of December, so they're still trying to get him moved from the adult detention center to the juvenile center. And like, it's just crazy. Like, why would a 13-year-old even think? Because like all his family members saying this is not him, this is not his mentality, he is not this type of kid, that he was very respectful and obedient to his mom and dad or stepdad, and he absolutely adored his baby sister. Now, if you adore your baby sister, why would you take her mother from her? His sister was only 14 days old, y'all. 14 days old. I'll look at it, Suzette. I don't know if I would have to read over it and to see if I knew about it or not. The name doesn't sound familiar. Well, the last name sounds very familiar. I know somebody with that last name. But Paris, I don't know what that. The only person I know what Paris is Paris Hilton. It's something isn't right, and it's crazy how a 13-year-old can possess that much hate in himself. And you know, and he so let me read it. The decision on whether the Hialeah teen accused of murdering his mother should remain in adult facility has been postponed until next week, the judge said Friday. The 13-year-old who is facing murder charge as an adult has pled not guilty. He will not be facing the death penalty, the judge said on Friday, hearing that the decision on whether the teenager will be locked up will be next Thursday. During the arraignment, During the arraignment in October, the judge said he didn't have enough information to decide whether to move him from the Metro West Detention Center in Miami to the county's juvenile detention center. During the hearing on November 9th, the teen's lawyer argued that he should not remain in an adult facility, but be moved to the juvenile detention and tried therefore before all his rights are lost. The prosecutor maintained that since he is charged as an adult, he should be treated accordingly. The judge ultimately sided with the state and said the teen would remain in an adult facility for now. During the Friday hearing, the teen's lawyer once again argued he should be moved to juvenile detention center. The murder happened the night of October 12th. Around 11:30 p.m., officers were sent to the apartment on the 200 block of West 79th Place after 911 received a call from the 13-year-old who said he had just killed his mother. CBS News Miami is not identifying the teen due to his age, but we already know his name. We already know everything about him. When officers arrived, they found the body of 39-year-old Irina Garcia in her bedroom. It was lying next to a crib with her 14-day-old infant inside. The baby was not harmed. Police said Garcia had been stabbed multiple times. Police said they had not been called to the home before, and the teen has no known prior mental health issues. So there you go. Everything that I have read on this case, he has no type of mental or deranged. Like everybody, even the school, is saying that this kid wasn't a he had friends, so he wasn't a loner. Um, but he didn't hang out with a bad group of kids. He hung out with like all honor roll students and kids of his peers, his age. And he was an honor roll student. So like this is like everybody's like this is out of the blue. This is just and his stepdad was out of town for work. Now this stepdad has to take care of this 14. Well, the baby's probably about 3 months old now. So I feel bad. I feel really, really bad. I have mixed feelings too. She's that like part of me want to say, no, leave him in the adult. He did an adult crime. He should be charged and held accordingly. But he's also a 13-year-old baby. And I mean, grant you, even though they know right from wrong, he's still a baby. He still has many, many years ahead of him to maybe regain his self to be a what is that saying? Productive citizen. I just don't understand kids these days. Like, what in the world would cause you? Like, he was not the type of kid to get in trouble. Like, he got everything he wanted. Why would you do that? It just doesn't make any sense. Well, hopefully, because there's nothing new come out about this. It was just the update that I wanted to give, because I didn't talk very much about it last time. But y'all, come on.
I tried the boil one.
How do you go from
I just can't stand it.
being a happy kid and getting what you want? Because from what I'm understanding, like days before this happened, he had just received the new PSP5. They went and spent all that money on you. And this is what you do in return. Take your mother's life, the one that gave you life. Because you sure the hell would not be here if it wasn't for her.
So where do you go for therapy?
Lord have mercy, these kids. That's what happens to that's a spoiled entitlement thing. So I don't know. All right, so that was the two cases that I wanted to talk about. Now we are going to start dinner for Mom. I think I'll make sure she's ready to eat first.
Yes, Heather. Say hi. George, say hey. Hi. Say hi. Hi. Did you hear her? Say hi. Are you ready to? Hey, how are you doing? Hello. Are you ready for that? Hey. You. Take it easy. Hey. Are you ready for me to cook dinner? Say that again. Oh, you say hi. I love you. me, I got her. Yeah, I got you. Now you got me back. Even if I cook right now, it's not gonna be done for a while. What do you mean? Lock it? Lock it. Oh, lock it. Okay. Yes, how? I'm not gonna start it right now. So I'm gonna run it. Is it still light? What time is it? Huh? 4:40. Okay, I'll start in about 30 minutes. Heather, go on, Tom. What happened here? What, old man? Yeah, you could watch the video of Facebook. Well, you gotta send it to me. How can I see it? Oh, you're gonna see it. Take it easy. There it is. Friday. Good one. Just got it here. That's the third time? That's where she has her. Right back, the black lines or what? The what? What is it? Tape. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, there they, she just showed it to me. She can't move her. Yeah, I got so. That's why she had. Right there. Right. Sounds great, Aunt Faith. Oh, she sounds really good. A lot better. Easy. All right, just when you're ready to talk, slow down, and then I'll relay the message to Heather. Okay? She wanted to say something, but she couldn't do it. Take your time, Anthony. That's what I said. I told her to take her time, and when she's ready, to delay it to me, and I'll tell her. She's tired. Very tired. You can tell she's not and uncomfortable. Watch it. Wow. Well, once in UNC is horrible. Oh, see, the ones they got there are horrible. I cannot sit in those.
All right, I'm back. I'm sorry. My aunt is still in the hospital from her stroke. And she wanted to ask me a question, but she wasn't able to because her speech hasn't come back all the way. So what about Don B? Wait, what's going on? Oh, he's live. Let's go and see what. Give me. I need a laugh. I so need this laugh. Please be stupid today, please.
You got a lot of houses right here, as you can see. You got one here, you got one up here, and you got one over here. But you could gun, whatever. You know, this right here would be, if you wanted to search for some evidence, maybe that had something to do with the Summerwells case. Here's another area of interest if you wanted to search. You know, Miller Road and Beach Creek. There's another dumping bridge right there. Another one. But that one, a lot of houses are around it, so it's not really prime dumping bridge in my opinion. And there's another one on down here.
He is my favorite person to stream.
There's a
because he's just so dumb.
There's one down here that makes a perfect one. Here's Beach Creek. Right here's one. Van Hill Road. Oh, look here, guys. Remember Don got arrested on Van Hill Road for drunk driving? This is the road, not right here, but on down the road where he got pulled over at.
Oh, I'm sure you know the exact place because you're such a stalker.
Van Hill Road. And there's not many houses around. You got one over here, but you got all these trees. There's nothing really. There's nobody. Like if you threw something off this little bridge right here into Beach Creek, ain't nobody gonna see you do it.
Oh, whatever.
Perfect turnaround spot right here too, guys. Perfect turnaround spot. Where you get back up here and head on back up to what is it, 110 Ben Hill Road up here.
You're look at how far it is, you dumb nuts.
And zip on back up here to right there. Yeah, this.
Yeah, they're gonna go like 10 miles out of the way just to do a turnaround, right? And yeah, okay. This man.
Highway goes all the way into Rogersville. There's another dumping bridge right here, Van Hill Road and Beach Creek. That'd be a good one to search right there for some evidence or something. Sorry guys, if I can't, let me go back here and see if I can see your comments. I've got full screen pulled up, so I couldn't see your comments.
Because he's so dumb.
If any of y'all were trying to talk to me through the comments, I couldn't see it. So, and remember when I'm doing this, I can't see your comments. So, and and just remember this creek right here floods very easily.
So does your head.
Beach Creek does. It floods.
It's a bunch of BS.
It's not uncommon for this creek to get like 4 feet deep. when it floods during a heavy rain. And then a lot of evidence or whatever could get washed down. But there's also a lot of debris in here. There'd be a lot of debris in here that would catch stuff. So let's say if you threw something off this bridge right here and it flooded,
I
and got
agree,
washed down
Jess.
here. I mean, it could get
They
lodged in a lot
never
of
thought of
debris,
any of the
you know,
bridges
just
that are around Beach Creek,
50
right?
feet downstream and remain there for who knows how long. You know, there could be bones down here, knives, clothing, anything.
Why don't you go look?
And they could be actually on the bank
Take
too,
a long
depending on
walk
how
off this
bad it
short
floods.
pier for us. Why
You
don't you
know,
do that?
so there's another dumping bridge.
You just
right
dump
there.
yourself
That
off
would
the
be
bridge.
place I might hit when I go down there
Oh,
and
I'm
check.
being really
Need
mean
to get me
tonight.
some
Let me
waders
stop.
from Bass Pro Shop. Go down there and check these creeks. Check under these bridges. These what I call them. I'm gonna call them. Refer to them as
Nice way
dumping
to get your
bridges.
cash
All of
apps there,
these
buddy.
guys.
Tell them you got to go to the
These would be
stores to
perfect
get the
places
stuff.
to dump evidence or anything else. So let me get on back up here to Highway 347. And we're going to come on down here. Here's another one. Of course, you've got a house right here. But yeah, you could definitely pull in right here real quick.
He doesn't have no. Oh yeah, he does. I
Beach
see you.
Creek.
Oh Lord, she's
And,
everywhere, isn't she?
You could drive right here, do a turnaround, and then go back to wherever you come from. But there's another dumping bridge. What's that, like the fourth one so far off of Beach Creek or off at Highway 347? And then you come on down here, kind of getting into a more rural area right here, if you will. Don't know if that's a road right there. No, I don't think that's a road. As you come on down here, guys, there's probably some more. Yeah, right here's a good one. Right here's a good one.
Smiley's over there.
Right, here's a prime one off Highway 347. Now we're getting on down maybe about 5 miles from Dawn and Candace's.
We know that
in Summer's house.
Smiley has a thing for him.
Here's a prime. Yeah, here's a prime bridge to throw something off of right here. Brown Mountain Road. And I'll just call this, see what I mean by the road changes names.
I just don't trust somebody
this
like
is
that.
Grassy Branch Road.
You
I
are
still
way
consider
too,
that
you are
Beach
mod for
Creek,
way too many
but
people
it's
that
still
do
Highway
not get along with each
347.
other.
Remember I told you to remember
There's
that
an issue
Highway
there.
347 number. So I'm just going to say Brown Mountain Road and Beach Creek. There's another perfect dumping bridge right there. And again, I don't know if law enforcement have went down through here and checked these or not. Each one of these wouldn't take me no more than 2 hours to probably clear.
Well, then go clear them.
There's no telling though how many knives, guns, it being Beach Creek. Ain't no telling how many knives, guns. I don't telling what you'd find under these bridges. Lord, a person could go under all these bridges that I'm showing you right here. You might even find all kinds of bodies. You know what I mean? That's never. I mean, nobody's. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. See, like if you dump something right here.
Give me 1 second, y'all.
Let's see if you're someone that doesn't mind taking someone out, and you threw their body off the bridge right here. Well, I mean, it's going to get washed down into here. Ain't nobody going to see nothing down into here. You know what I mean? Look how rural this creek. Ain't nobody. No, you ain't going to see shit down through this creek right here. It's just trees off an embankment. You know what I mean? But there's another area of interest, a dumping bridge that I'm interested in.
I'm interested in dumping you off the bridge.
Here, though. Somebody lives right there.
Why do you keep saying dumping bridges, you dummy?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to spend too much time in their driveway, I bet. But there's another one, guys. There's another one.
Is he on repeat or is it just me?
Let's see. Come on down through here. Here's one. Now, this one right here is very shallow. very shallow. But
So one of
you
the
still
comments was
probably
just, I
get rid of
wonder if
some
anybody's
evidence
seen
from
any
your
vultures
gun,
in that
knife,
area. Yeah, they're going to
whatever.
remember two
So
and
you
a
can actually
half
see
years
some of the
later if they
rocks,
see
and I don't know
vultures.
if that's, you know, dead grass or whatever that grows in the middle of the creek right there. But here's another dumping bridge you could use to get rid of some evidence off Highway 347. And, you know, golly, that's got to be like the 6th or 7th one.
Don doesn't have anybody's. Everybody's telling him to buddy up.
Oh, well,
Take a
yeah,
buddy
here's
with you
another
if
one,
you're going to
guys.
look.
This is a good
Ain't
one.
nobody going to buddy up with
This is
Don.
a good
Nobody
one
like,
right here.
with smiley.
Oh, Lord, this is a Tarpine Valley Road and Beach Creek, Highway 347. This is a good one. Oh my God, guys.
When
If I
I
go out there,
went
I'm
and I
definitely
went
getting under this
to do my
bridge.
thing, I went alone. I
Um,
didn't buddy up with anybody.
wow, this
I
is
met
very
a lot
remote.
of people at the summer
Nothing
day, but
around.
I
I mean,
didn't
you got
buddy up with
something
anybody
here.
to go look.
Ain't nobody gonna see
The
shit on
person
this
I
bridge right
stayed
here.
with,
Ain't nobody gonna see
they went with
nothing.
me, but it wasn't like
I'm definitely getting under that bridge and
another
checking for sure.
creator.
And I will have a metal detector with me. Yeah, I mean, you could pull on this bridge. Ain't nobody gonna be paying attention to what you're doing. And look, this is taking.
I'm sure they're gonna
Well, you can
they
tell
were
it was
dumping
taking in the
body off the
wintertime,
bridge.
bringing
If anybody
leaves on
was
the
passing
trees.
by, they were gonna be
But I
interested.
guarantee you, in June,
If they see somebody standing on the bridge, they're not just gonna be
if
looking
you're
at them
parked
like
on this
you're just
bridge
looking
and
at the
people
water.
are driving down this highway,
Come
they
on.
ain't gonna see you on
Use
that
your
damn
brain.
bridge, not unless they're turning onto that road themselves. But another dumping bridge that piques my interest, which is off Highway 347/Beach Creek Road. Another area of interest to me. Who knows what's down through here, guys?
Yep, drop his PayPal. I see
that one right there. That one right there really, like if I was gonna get rid of something,
Get
that
the
one
help
really
within the
piques my
search.
interest right there. Ain't nothing around either. Nothing around.
Nah, he's not a simp, y'all, is he?
Let's see if we got any more. Here's one. Huh. Jones Cemetery Road. Okay. Kind of odd, but again, here's another dumping bridge. It being called Jones Cemetery Road. I'm gonna have to hit that one, guys. I'm gonna have to hit that one.
I'm gonna have to hit that one. I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to hit that one, guys.
And look, you could throw something off here. Perfect turnaround spot. Come back up here. You're gone. You are gone.
Is he for real?
Oh, yeah. And like I said, it's probably only going to take me maybe an hour.
No
to
camera
clear
crew,
these.
honey.
But
You know, my
there
phones
is
kept
no
dying,
telling what
and
I'm gonna
out there
find
on
under
Beach
these
Creek, I
bridges,
didn't have
guys.
no signal, so I
telling.
couldn't go live.
No telling.
Like, for some reason,
And
why my
again,
phone
this
wouldn't
is.
charge
I mean,
in that area.
anybody else can do this too. It don't have to be me that
And
does this.
the person I was with, their damn
if there's another
lighter
YouTuber
didn't
that
work,
wants to
so I
go out
couldn't
here and
charge
get
my
under these
phone to
bridges and
the
check,
car.
More power to you. There's no telling what you would find under these bridges, guys.
No, I don't know if he. No, I don't think he needs help with going to search.
Kind of into some more populated
funding the
territory
search
here out toward Rogersville. So I don't think there's going to be much more. Yeah, and then here's the Holston River. Here's the Holston River right here, guys. So, and then obviously right here, if you wanted to throw something off this bridge, they ain't gonna find shit.
I would love to go back to.
I mean, you got that river
Tennessee
right there
and
below.
search. I can't do it anytime soon.
Now,
but I would love
Don
to do it in
Wells
springtime.
knew Beach Creek ended up dumping out into the Holston River here, which I'll show you is downstream here a little bit. You'll see it. Let me find it for there it is. So here's where Beach Creek comes out into the Holston River right here. And then from here, it goes into the Tennessee River. The Holston River does. And then on down into the Gulf of Mexico. But yeah, here's Highway 347/Beach Creek. I mean, if you threw something off this bridge, with that river being so deep and so swift and everything like that. Of course, I wouldn't throw anything off that bridge between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. in the afternoon because it's a lot of, number one, it's broad daylight. Number two, it's a heavily traveled bridge. But if you were going to get rid of some evidence, guns, knives, whatever, I'm telling you right now, this is a gold mine. If someone was to get right down here and magnet fish or do whatever, this right in here would be a gold mine. I bet you there's probably 200 or 300 guns been thrown off that bridge over the last 100, 200 years. I don't even know how old that bridge is. But can you imagine all the guns and knives and we'll just say evidence that's been thrown off that bridge over the last 50 years? And then, I mean, obviously it goes on out into Rogersville over here. You know, here's Rogersville. Let me get that to where it's not. But yeah, here's Rogersville over here, guys. But you come on out there. This is the main highway that Candace and Dawn would take from Rogersville to their house. And then you got Beach Creek coming out into the Holston River down here. So that's it, guys. That's it. There was what, about 8 dumping bridges.
So crazy.
That I counted, where somebody could have just went down there, dumped something, and then went back to. And I'm not saying they did. I'm just saying it could have happened. Where's Tyler's house? Her house is here somewhere. There's Lone Star. Oh, I went up too far. There it is. There it is. Ben Hill Road, right there. And Beach Creek runs, you know, right down below Dawn and Candace's house.
Right, I agree. I
don't
agree,
know if there's any. If you go back up this way, I don't know if there's really any dumping bridges that go over the creek or not, because you're coming up toward the church where Leslie Earhart done her press conferences and stuff. I don't even think the creek is. Yeah, I don't. Right here's where Leslie Earhart and them done their press conferences. Solomon's Tickle. No. So it would have to be basically.
Oh.
So yeah, if you come out Beach Creek, you'd have to turn left and go toward Rogersville to get all them dumping bridges that I talked about. And the first one that I came to, that I don't know if it was searched or not, would be Light Road right here, Beach Creek and Light Road. This would be a good one. It looks like there's like galvanized tunnels under the road right here. So I don't know if this is actually a bridge or if it's just like a, like a dike with 2 galvanized tunnels going under it. As you can see right here's one, and then right here's another one. But you could easily throw something off that. And again, I don't know if they check. I don't know how far the searchers went down Beach Creek. I really don't, guys. I really don't. So let me switch back over to where I can see your comments. All right, so I can see your comments again now, guys. Let me stop sharing my screen here for a second. So, guys, what'd you think? What'd you think?
You're about dumb as a box of rocks, as I always say.
Would you like for me to go out there and check under some of them bridges and see what I can find?
Why not? As long as you fall in and do something funny. Like, it's really cold out and you fall in the water. Please do so.
Yeah,
I think that would I would enjoy that.
So, but no, I'm not really gonna. I kind of like to work by myself. That way, if I want to stay that way, if I want to stay as long as I want to, I can do that. And if something comes up and I need to leave or whatever, I'm not stuck with someone else, trying to share the time with someone else. So normally when I go, I've got someone with me. in like an official status that can kind of hang out with me and stuff like that. But what do y'all think about them dumping bridges, though, guys? What do y'all think about that being
I
off
think
Beach
we
Creek?
need you to
And,
get in one of the
just down the
I think
road
we
from
need you
Summer's
to jump
house.
off one of those bridges.
Was that pretty interesting or what?
No, not really. Because you're not telling most of us anything that we don't already fucking know. Like, I mean, that's not something that's not known already.
Yeah, it is. I see you. Oh, I always take safety measures. Don't worry about that. And don't worry. I'd definitely have Hawkins County backing me up. They wouldn't bother me one bit.
Oh
guys.
yeah,
They
there
wouldn't
you
bother me one
go.
bit.
Have Hawkins County back you up. That's a trustable agency
Just,
right there, right?
Just something I would do on the down low, and I wouldn't even advertise when I'm gonna do it. But I just
That'd be
think
the smartest
from
thing you
looking at
said.
those, they would be perfect places to get rid of evidence or even
Get rid of
something
you?
else. You know what I mean?
I'm joking,
And
because then I
because
wouldn't
it's
have
such a
nothing,
rural
nobody to
area,
make
such
fun
a
of.
rural creek, and it floods real
Roll
easy.
on, Down B, roll
And
on.
there's all kinds of debris in the
Make sure you
creek
fall off the bridge.
that could catch.
You lose your footing or something, and you
It could catch the
accidentally fall in
knives.
the
It could
water.
catch the guns. It could
I
catch the
think that would be
clothing.
funny.
It can catch bones. Stuff gets lodged in these branches, and
Can you get lodged in
it
the
can stay
branches,
there
please?
for a long time. It can. Even after a flood comes and goes, it can stay there for a long time. And
You know this how?
those creek. I know those tributaries
how? Are
around
you an
around East
expert,
Tennessee.
Don
I know
B?
them very well. 90% of them
Mr.
flood very
Agent
easy.
Man.
I mean, it wouldn't take maybe but 1 inch of rain for Beach Creek to get like 3 feet deep. And then you've got a bunch of stuff being washed downstream into the Holston River, unless, like I said, it got tangled up in some of that debris in Beach Creek. And I also think that's why on that
And they're not
second
called dumping
search,
bridges. That's why.
when TBI, everybody went back out there. Y'all remember we had that real heavy rain on that second search right after everything kind of flooded. I remember that, and I was kind of thinking to myself, well, are they looking for something in the creek? And there's one picture. I don't know if it's on the news or the newspapers. Y'all remember seeing that picture of those guys walking down Fields Road by the creek? You can look at the creek and still tell it was kind of a little high at the time, and still, I do remember that. I think we'd come out of a big heavy rain and Beach Creek flooded real bad. And then after the creek kind of receded a little bit, they went back out there and done that big search, that second search. And that's when they went walking down the creek bank there with Fields Road with those cadaver dogs. Y'all remember that? And there's a picture of them. I don't know if the picture come off the news or if it was in the newspaper. But yeah, I mean, that bridge right there at Fields Road, there was a picture of the searchers with cadaver dogs right there going along that bank. So
you're smart.
But anyway, guys, that's what I wanted to bring to you. Sorry about all the hiccups and technical difficulties earlier. This is what I wanted to bring to you. What do you think?
I don't think very much of anything.
I think it's definitely worth looking into. The only thing I don't know is like how far down Beach Creek did the searchers go? You know what I mean?
They went in a 4-mile radius in a circle. So
did
go
they go
out
down
4 miles from that house
in
each direction, dumbass.
You don't know. I mean, I wonder if I can get that information.
No, you can't.
When I do go out there, it would help me out.
Unless it's on a website,
which I might ask them. I don't know if they'll tell me or not. But if I do go out there and hit some of them bridges, I may stop in and I may ask Pruitt or one of them, how far down did they go? 'Cause I don't think that would, jeopardize the investigation one bit. I don't think. And that would give me also a good starting
They already
point
said
on where
they went
to
on a 4-mile
start
radius
looking at some of the
around the
bridges down
house
through there. You know what I mean?
in each direction.
So, and again, guys, not to say that this is what happened to Summer.
Well, at least you're
It's just one of the scenarios. And if it is, I'd say look into it. I'd say look into it, guys. You know what I mean?
I think you done bumped your head again.
Especially with Pruitt and them saying that she would be probably located close by. Why not? If we can go out there and do it in a respectful manner and respect people's property boundaries and stuff like that, and not get snake bitten and not drowned.
Right, go 4 miles and keep going.
Something, to just check off the list in the investigation.
Can we check you off the list? Please, can we check
anyway,
you
guys,
off the
that's
list?
it. Hope you enjoyed the live. Hope you enjoyed what I brought to you.
Oh, you're ending your live
if you
already.
think it's interesting, share the video.
I'm
share
sure it's getting shared. I'm sharing it now.
Keep the awareness out there going. Going into 3 years, and nothing so far. So as long as this investigation keeps chugging along and there's not been any resolution, all we can do is just keep the awareness out there. That's the way I look at it.
Wow.
So anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If you want to get a hold of me, you can do that at truecrimewithdonb@gmail.com. You can always do that. You can email me, and hope you guys enjoyed the live. Hope you enjoyed the information I brought to you. And if you're catching this at the end and didn't get to watch it all the way and you're watching it on a replay, leave some comments. Let me know what you think. So, guys, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next video.
Well, you really won't see him in the next video, dummy. Oh, wow. Yep, we sure do appreciate everything you do, Don B. Yeah, I love to go with him. Oops, my bad, Don B. I didn't mean to make you fall off the bridge. And it's time for me to get a new grader. What? I am making Locus. Oh, my poor baby. I'm not chopping. I'm grating. So I can, but I get my thumbs all the time. Locus is like potato pancakes, but it's the Jewish way, not the restaurant way. It's one of my mom's favorite meals. Ow. And I just did that. What do you mean yuck? Have you ever had it? Don't knock it till you try it. Okay, then. I don't ever say yuck at something unless I have it. I've had it, or, it's something that I know looks disgusting and I know I won't try it. Because if it doesn't look good, I'm not going to eat it. If it looks really disgusting, there's a big chance I won't even go near it. Like, I don't do corned beef hash. I think it looks like dog food. I don't do I would love to. It is really good. It's just potatoes. It's good for like a little snack. I mean, it's good as a dinner. My husband won't eat it by itself. If I make it for him, he'll eat the hell out of it, though. If I make it for him, I have to make him something else to go with it. But you really don't need anything to go with it, like food-wise. I know she keeps talking about it, and I really want to go too. We can go meet AB if we go there. AB's in Canada. I don't know who else is. Hello, Tammy. How are you, honey? Oh, look. God said let there be light, and I can see my damn chat now. Don't mind me. I've been cleaning all day, y'all. I don't know either. All I know is I remember you and Suzette talking about it the other day. Hell, Suzette don't live that far from me. She might be like a 3-4 hour trip. Oh, I love flying. Oh my God, I love flying. As long as it's a good friggin' decent airline. No, I don't think I'm that far from you. It only takes me 8 hours to get to Florida. And that's like straight through, no stops. And I mean into Florida, not where I go in Florida, but. Hell, it's 7 hours from my house to Ben Hill Road. Just don't get a window seat. Get an aisle seat, even though they're the pain in the ass seats, but at least you won't be able to see how far up you are. But I think sitting at the window is the best. I don't like the very back because the seat's got to stay up straight. I don't like that. You haven't been on a plane since 1985? Well, I'm sure planes by now have changed a lot since then. Well, I mean, nobody wants that damn seat. I've always wanted to fly first class, though. Yeah, that's the first time I've seen that car back in here in fucking over a week. Hey, Arctic. I guess it all depends on which airline you fly, because some of them have better food, some of them have really good movies on flight, some have the VIP section. Not, it might be more you know, where the celebrities go, not regular people, not little old people like us. Oh no, we were talking about that I said something about wanting to try first class, like, you know, celebrity first class. The only airplane I've never been on was at Spirit. I've been on Delta, Frontier, and American Airlines. I don't like Delta, especially their connecting flight. I don't like that one. Mom, there's no garlic in it, right? You said no garlic in it?
No, it's egg, salt, pepper,
Onion,
and
flour. Flour.
flour, yeah. Baking powder.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Well, not a lot.
I know. When I went to Arizona, I took Frontier there, and I had the best fucking flight. It was nonstop. Thank God. It was nonstop to Vegas from Raleigh, Durham, and it was weird. It was like every fucking time I looked at the clock, it said 10 o'clock. Because like I left North Carolina, I got on the plane at like 9:30. By the time we left, it was like 10 o'clock. So I looked, they said we were going over Houston. So I looked at my clock. It said 10 o'clock. When I got to Vegas, it was 10 o'clock. It really sucks when you're going different time zones. Holy crap, I got potato juice all over my laptop. Okay, I'll look at it. Just get a private jet. Oh, but on my way back to North Carolina from Arizona, I had to take Frontier back. Good flight. As soon as I got on Delta, the connecting flight, it was the worst. The worst. So this is what the consistency looks like. Ah, shit. I knew I'd forget something. My bad. Damn it. I need to get some napkins. I knew it was only a matter of time before somebody tried to incorporate Sean Williams with Summer's case. Crazy, y'all. What you want? All right, y'all. I will put a picture up of the finished product, but I've got to go check on Mom, and my husband is about to call. So I love you guys, and I probably will come back live here in a little bit, but I've also got to charge my laptop because it's about dead. All right. So I will see you guys here in a little bit. I love your faces. And be kind to one another. Make somebody smile. You never know what it'll do. I love your faces.